Hey there, sports fans! Ribbo here for Caravel Gaming. As if you didn't know. Let's see what we can do in the arena today. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is play some warrior. I do like me some warrior. I do like me some knife juggler. I also like some commanding shout. But I feel the knife juggler's marginally better there. Let's stack up on 2 drops. See where the rest of the deck takes us afterwards. Obviously the Argent Commander, crazy good this card. I don't mind an Execute here. You know, it's quite a handy little tempo card. It works amazingly well with Knife Juggler, obviously, if you get lucky with your pings. Bit Bodyguard is just a little bit too vulnerable. Like, he dies to a lot. Doesn't really do a great job of protecting you that often. Urgh. Second Execute. Not sure. Take the loot order, it's done. Well, we're going to take the Dread Core, so we're going to assume that at some point we'll get a weapon. How lucky! We've got like 3 amazing cards. How unlucky! I just want them all. They're all so incredible. But the Reaper's the best of the 3. Young Priestess or Upgrade? Quite like Young Priestess, yeah. Not that I'm into Young Priestesses in real life, purely in the game. Though I wouldn't say no, come to think of it. Let's take the Priestess. Oh, we don't have many spells, and we probably won't, so Mind Control Tech. Wow. So 2 amazing cards in the Sunwalker and the Injured Blade Master. The Injured Blade Master is really good because if you have stuff like the 2/4 that gets +1 power every time a minion is damaged. Obviously, the Injured Blade Master damages himself, and that triggers there. The Frothing Berserker, yes, that's his name. I mean, what was his mother thinking? Mr. and Mrs. Berserker had a baby and were like, Frothing seems a good name, it seems to be drooling a lot, it's pretty apt, pretty appropriate. So Injured Blade Master's like a really sick card. But Sunwalker, just fractionally more insane. So these 2 cards here are both really bad, so we have to take the Lord of Arena, even though it's expensive. Again, don't really want either of these. I mean, the Ironforge Rifleman, you could argue, you know, if you had a second Execute, it's almost playable. So we're going to take the Rampage here. And obviously we're going to take the Cochrane Elite. We need lots of stuff with charge. Spiteful Smith, another solid body, another Cochrane Elite. I see a theme running throughout. It's called the Cochrane Elite deck. Okay. There's a slight argument for Blue Girl Warrior because if you played Adventure Company, you got so much going on at 6 mana, but it's just so good. Well, easy Warsong Commander here, fits nicely into the curve. We're sucking at weapons, aren't we? I actually think this is the Bluegill Warrior here. This is the pick right there. Wow! Look at these! How'd you pick between those bad boys? Defender of Argus it is. Ooh! Harvest Golem. We love some Harvest Golem. Again, just look at the curve, what needs to be fleshed out there. So we're going to keep up this whole charge theme. Imp Master's not that great in this kind of deck. It's okay, it's not brilliant. Stampeding Kodo's probably better here. Both the Cruel Taskmaster and the Slam are absolutely fine cards. So the question is, which do we prefer here? Might well be the Slam, to be honest. Because you never really lose that much value from taking the Slam there. You know, it either kills their 2-drop or hits something big and you draw a card, replaces itself. And it's very affordable at 2 mana. Yeah, I can't take Whirlwind, and I really can't take the Rifleman either. Oh, nice Swampoos. Yes, definitely taking it. Yay, finally a weapon. We have to take the weapon. The Fengreve is really nice, but we've got so much going on at 5 mana there. Have to take the weapon. Wow. This is a little bit tougher. Second Swampoos would be insane. Earthen Ring Farseer, though, also pretty good. Swampoos just better. Oh man, this is a tough one. Wow. I mean, if you look at this deck, I think we have to take the Harvest Golem here, because we really want to have a minion in play for this Defender of Argus when we do play it. Like, the Cult Master's nice, but my deck's just, like, fast enough. And the thing is, Warsong Commander, we play it at 3 mana. You know, 3 of our minions at 4 mana have got haste, charge anyway. So let's take the Harvest Golem. I think it just makes more sense there. I think both of these cards are fine. Like, Emperor Cobras can be really good late game, but the Frothing Berserker is probably more suited to this kind of aggressive deck. So, you know, there's no card advantage, it's just relatively decent minions. No Shattered Sun Clerics, so no Darkhind Dwarves, no Chillwind Yetis, so we're missing, like, the best sort of mid-range minions. We've got a couple of really good guys at the top end, but no Fiery War Axes. Only the one Arcanite Reaper and the one Arathi Weaponsmith to make weapons with, so we're a little short on that front. But we do have 2 Oozes, which is really important against rogues. Yeah. I think we keep the Argent Commander. We're gonna need that maybe going second to sort of stay in the game here. And I figured there's enough cheap cards in my deck that I'll draw some of them.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh no, it's a Murloc.
You shall not pass.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we go for it with the Warsong Commander? I think we do. Because if we get to play this frothing berserker out and attack with it, that's just so crazy. Which we do.
My blade be thirsty for the well song. I strike.
So he has to think about this turn, because if he attacks my 2/3, this frothing berserker is going to get crazily powerful. So he needs to be able to kill that.
Locked and loaded.
I'm not sure he thought this one through that much, really.
For the war chief! For Hellscream!
Ah, shit.
I've got a huge card!
That's nice. These are really bad cards. I'm a huge fan of people who make riflemen. Makes me happy.
Mental dislocator.
Yeah, it's fine. Just play a slam. I mean, kills their guy. You don't have to draw a card. It's not essential. It's the cool thing about slam. It's so flexible. That's nice, dear.
It's time for a little blood. My shield for Argus!
Who are you?
Let's just race you if you want to race. I'm cool racing you. This card again.
For Argus!
Card in the way of this harvest golem. Get out the way, damn it.
To Northrend! Victory!
Who are you?
Into the breach!
So yeah, we're the aggressor here. Let's just go ahead and beat his stuff up.
Into the breach! The gates are open.
Mind if I roll me?
Should have probably put the 2-1 in the middle.
Well played.
If he has a betrayal.
I give up.
Oh, didn't get to say thanks there. Tried clicking on it. Didn't work out so well for me. So yeah, I went second there, but he just made a stream of bad minions, you know, little tiny murlocs and riflemen. So my slightly meatier dudes just, you know, crushed him there. That, and it was probably a mistake for him to allow me to hit him for 9 with the frothing berserker. So,
Garrosh versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. Victory or death.
Tempted to keep like all of these, just because I feel like I need them all to stay in the game. Maybe the Reaper's a bit slow. Maybe even the Commander's a bit slow going second. I'm not sure it stays around that often. Okay, we've got a tiny bit of early game here.
I'll get right on it.
Hate those flame imps. So we've wasted our coin just to get back to parity.
I'll get right on it.
Why do you call?
Okay, well, guess I'm slamming you, right?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
He is amazing at this game, isn't he? Like, pretty much the nut draw from him there. Like, I'm not like double Flame Imp and Shattered Sun Cleric.
We must cleanse
Yeah.
the Sunwell.
Okay, double Flame Imp, double Shattered Sun Cleric on the play. You know? It's just like, yeah, okay, you win, well played. You know, and sometimes you get games like that, nothing you can do.
Behind me.
So, let's go, yeah.
Get behind me.
Of course, yeah. Okay. You know, of course. Like, that's probably the most ridiculous deck I've seen. And just... whatever. You know, going second against that deck is a piss take. You know, 0% chance of winning. Pretty much whatever my hand is. I'd have to have like a young priestess turn 1. And then what? Coin into a frothing berserker, trade off. No, there's just nothing you can do there.
Versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Victory or
And now we get that hand that actually would have given us a chance against a druid who can just pay 2 mana and attack these guys and kill them.
my greeting.
Do you need a blessing?
But if he wants to coin, you know, then we've got it out the way. We've got the advantage from that moment onwards. Shocked. So now we get to play the Knife Juggler out and hopefully use our 2-1 maybe the turn after to trade with whatever he plays.
Put this apple on your head.
Awesome!
Hey, catch!
Him not having anything that turn has really, really hurt him.
I am not a morning person.
For the war chief!
Please shoot the 1-1.
For Hell's Greed!
That's easy, that's right. So we're swipe proof here. Everything has 2 toughness.
Tazdingo!
Now we get to play Arcanite Reaper. So, like if he Starfalls, does 2 damage to all my guys. I'm going to cry and cry and cry. But this is basically doing to this guy. Yeah, of course he's got a Starfall. I mean, guaranteed, isn't it? Absolutely guaranteed.
You gotta be kidding me!
Wow, what a play error that was from me. I'm such an idiot. I forgot Dread Courser got more expensive there. I was like, I'll just play Dread Courser out afterwards too. I deserve not to win for that one now. Such a bad play. Just rushing, because because I thought I'd already won. It turns out I've still won anyway. But yeah. Don't be an idiot, don't be like me. Play the game properly.
Play.
My opponent with his 7 cards in hand there, so you can't afford to have all those expensive cards, you know. He just needed some 2-drops and 3-drops. That's all there is to it, I think. Him not doing anything turn 2 just made it impossible for him to get back in the game. If he plays a 3-2 there, he probably saves about 10 damage from my Knife Juggler.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
God, wow. This is a shocker. Like, that's straight up some bad cards. Well, at least I've got a play. I think I'm losing this one. Going second, to be honest, to a mage. No card advantage, and I don't think I'll be able to put enough pressure on unless the mage has a really shockingly bad start to the game. This is not our deck that likes to go second to mage decks.
What to do?
I feel icky!
It just gets worse and worse and worse now. Yeah, it's like everything's expensive.
I hope you like my invention.
Like, this is just nasty. not even sure we can coin next turn. How lucky!
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
So we get to coin into the Stampeding Kodo, which is pretty much our only way back into the game. He should be attacking with the 2-1. It's got a death rattle, because if I silence it later on, he doesn't get to do anything with it. So now we're going to have to use our life as a resource with this Arcanite Reaper to maybe deal with the next two ridiculously large guys that he plays. Like Shock Horror.
What
Like,
now?
nothing we can do here. Any point to playing this young priestess at all.
For the war chief!
Need a blessing?
For House Green!
It's like, this is how major decks should be built. And going first, there's no way into the game. You know, too many people who play mage decks just make them really slow and horrible. You know, if you make them super fast, they're just insane. But if you have a flame strike to back that stuff up afterwards, you just crush people. Though that might cost him. Yeah, he's got a ton of cards, but yeah, of course you got a Swampoo as well. I mean, you've just got absolutely everything. Of course,
I'll put it on your tab.
that is fine.
Get behind me.
Of course you got a Flame Strike to go with all the other ridiculous cards, right? I mean, to be fair, there's like a million cards here. You know, you just can't beat these decks when you go second to them. Like, it's not possible. You can't put on enough pressure on them. Like, if they just go minion, 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 pretty much you're always going to lose going second. Yeah, of course, a Water Elemental as well, because you don't have enough ridiculous cards, do you? You know, you just need to have more ridiculous cards.
You gotta be kidding me!
For House Green!
No way back into this game, so, you know, we're just playing it out for the sake of playing it out. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, why not? Why not have one of those as well, on top of everything else?
The blade be thirsty.
How you
I'm not quite sure why he just threw it out there. I think if he freezes my 7-6, don't I just lose from Antonius? There's something I'm missing here?
I strike. Who you want me killed?
The gates are open.
So he's holding the Swampoos, because he thinks I've got weapons, and I don't have any weapons. Like, there are no weapons in my deck.
We have many secrets.
Awesome.
Taste my steel.
This card. So he's got a Swampoos and 2 other cards.
The gates are open.
And that's me boned, because that's bigger than my entire deck. There's nothing in my deck to help me here, right? Yeah. Now I get horribly 2 for 1. Like, not awesome. And that's game. Yep, no way back from here. Too much card advantage. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Rampage is literally the worst card there. So, like I said, I didn't expect to win that one. He made some horrible misplays, just throwing his bomb legendary away for no reason. Okay. Don't freeze my 7-6. I mean, why would you do that? But there is nothing I can do there. Not enough weapons, so he's always just beating me up with his guys. Like,
I will fight with honor.
Victory or death.
okay. Trying to do a bit better now. Now we're going first again. So if my opponent coins something out, we're definitely killing it with a slam. Unless it's a 1-1. In which case we're not killing it with a slam.
Mind if I roll me?
Oh!
X marks the spot.
There we go.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
So, this has gone okay, these first few turns.
Reporting for
Lob my
duty.
weaponsmith out there.
Try it.
Now we have a tiny amount, a soupçon of board presence. French word for those who don't have an education.
Reporting for duty.
Not on my watch.
Story man. Now I get to slam. So, you just gotta keep everything off the board as Pally. Just gotta keep it all off the board. Can't let him have anything.
What we do.
This seems fine. Actually, we're gonna go for it here,
For Argus.
because it's funny.
It's time for a little blood.
Watch this. Into the breach.
He didn't expect that. The turn after he played an abomination, he's like 11.
For the king.
No. Sad times.
Put this apple on your head.
Do you mind not shooting him? Like, that was literally the worst thing you could have done there. Wow. That is insane. Unbelievable. Like, that was a 1 in 9 chance. That was an 11% chance of screwing me over, and it managed it. And he drew his consecration.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Pretty lucky. I think we just beat him up, right?
Victory.
Nah. Definitely still correct to kill his guys there.
Reporting for duty.
Now you're getting desperate. That is a big chunk of desperation right there. That's cool.
The victory.
Yeah, going second. It's pretty close to it. Like, if you just stop the Pally from being able to start his turn with the minion in play, it's like, you know, you just make his Hands of Protection, his Argent Protectors, his Blessing of Kings all really useless. You know, never let him get the tempo. It's a lot harder, a lot harder if he gets to go first. Like, but that you can see this deck's struggling, going second. Like, there's very few decks that don't struggle going second. We'll keep one Cochrane Elite, just the one. Maybe could have thrown it back because obviously I think I want to draw one of my 2 weapons against Warlock. Maybe sort of just improve my chance ever so slightly of getting one.
Put this apple on your head.
Well, there is one, but we don't have a play next turn, so awkward. Very, very awkward.
For the crusade!
And I was just thinking, if he makes that and I don't have a play next turn with all of these cards that I've got, I mean, look at that. I make any guy, I have a chance at shooting the bubble off his 3-1. Yeah, so, you know, games are just won and lost right there on that, really. So, I mean, that sucks so much there. And now he gets to, yeah, now he gets to build up his board position. In this case, make another annoying guy. Because I wanted to obviously make the weaponsmith and attack that thing for 3 and kill it.
What you want?
Yeah, he just keeps it going with the taunts just to be annoying. Oh, he forgot to attack. Thank you!
Try this.
Very happy when they forget to attack.
I'll put it on your tab.
He forgot to attack again. He could have attacked for 3 and then returned it to his hand. So, quite good, quite good.
Blood and plunder.
So he's missed out on 6 points of damage. And that's a huge difference right there.
So many possibilities.
Awesome. Argent Commander, super sick card. To the rescue again.
Victory! No! Who you want me to?
So he's 3-1. He should have just traded off with like my guy, and then he should have just played the 5-4 out. Maybe he doesn't realise that you can just play the 5-4. You don't have to bounce something back to your hand.
Watch this. No! Victory! Truth is my shield.
Yeah, maybe should have used the 3-3 there to trade off with the 3-2. But he's so low on life. Okay. He should use the 3-5 on the 3-3. Like, never trade your... Why would you trade your 3-2 there? It makes no sense. Like, trade your 3-5. So, you know. He is a Magic the Gathering player, because that's a Magic card, Krovax.
For the crusade!
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
A little bit of a lucky draw just to finish that game off. Yeah, so I think he's a Magic Gathering player who doesn't quite understand you don't have to bounce something back. So he's probably... There's quite a lot of new players in the game the last couple of days. Wow. This deck is struggling, isn't it? Well, to be fair, I came up against one absolutely ridiculous deck. And that mage that tried really hard to lose, and then just went, oh look, I've made some incredible guys at the end. That's just bigger than your entire deck.
Your soul shall
But he
be
should have crushed me,
mine.
that mage.
Victory or
You know,
death.
the very fact that I was still somehow in the game was nice. So I'm keeping the Reaper because I don't have any weapons. So when I do get a weapon, I want to keep hold of it. Oh look, there's a Flame Imp. Like, what is it with these warlocks and just always having that Flame Imp?
Do I have to?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you've just got the absolute nuts. Yeah. I mean, I just wouldn't expect it any other way. Right? Like, if I'd made the 3-2, they trade off. But the thing is, if I make the 2-3, it survives stuff like Demon Fire and things like that. So... I think we just race here, to be honest. Stop him drawing the cards. Like by being able to life tap, so... Yeah, I'm cool with that. Now we get to execute this guy, which is like sick amounts of value.
Well played.
Do you like to play with fire?
Well, he can't use like his ability because he just gets crushed. So I think we just make like huge guys.
You gotta be kidding me!
You know, he's gonna kill his own Flame Imp, Blood Imp. So he can't cast any spells now without crying. Doesn't seem smart.
Wanna blow something up?
The gates are open.
Like, I'm really happy that Blood Imp's off the board.
For the king!
You know, and he got lucky with his Mad Bomber.
They are banned!
Gonna keep this weapon in my hand until there's a situation where he has a bigger minion. Like, if I can just use my 4-6 to kill his 3-3, I'll do that. There's no reason to kill it with a weapon. There's a card that's worth killing with a weapon. We do get to Rampage, hopefully, here. No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. Awesome. Hmm.
Dislocator.
So, kills on the board next turn.
Who dares summon me?
I'll get right on it.
Wow, is he dead? 4, 8. Good times.
My shield for Argus.
Oh, lucky! That XP just scrapes upwards by the most minuscule of amounts. It's like, hey, you gotta play like 5,000 games of Hearthstone to max me out. You know, and there's a little tip that says, playing against real players earns you more XP. It's like, no it doesn't. You earn twice as much XP, twice as nothing is still nothing.
Your soul shall be mine.
Oh boy, what are you doing to me today? What are you doing to me with these cards? Better. Instead of 6, 5, and 4, I get 4, 3, and 2. Let me guess. Yet another Flame Imp, right? Because everyone's made that. Every Warlock so far has made that turn 1 against me. And I hate every single one of them.
Do I have to?
Blood Imp this time round. It's like, that's okay. That is acceptable.
It's time for a little blood.
But now if he makes, you know, just like a 3-2, I just get crushed.
Put this apple on your head.
Yeah. It's like I have to slam just to get back to evens.
Who you want me kill?
Don't mess with Tusker.
And again, it's like, yep.
For the War Chief! For Hellscream!
It's like the only time Cleave is a good card is in this situation right here.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Like, that's pretty much a nut draw. If ever there was a nut draw, this is it. I think we just make that, because it's massive. Like, because I don't have any Shattered Sun Clerics, I'm always behind on the tempo.
What you looking at? For the War Chief! For Hellscream! Suffer!
Nothing we can do. I mean, we can mind control tech. But you just know you're just going to have the worst luck with that guy. If you mind control tech and then like Warsong command it afterwards.
You call that a weapon?
Like, if he's smart, he throws his 1-1 away there. He should have attacked with his 1-1 there, I mean... It just seems really nasty. Yeah, of course I take the 1-1! It's like I'm just king of bad cards. It's like, how do I do this? How do I constantly take the weakest guy? It's just so painful, this game. Take out the 6-5, leave him with a 4-4? No, I don't like that either. Like, every person who mind control text against me takes my biggest guy. Like, I'd have loved his ogre there. Especially when I follow it up with Warsong Commander and just smash his faces. But of course, I get the 1-1 Blood Imp.
I wonder.
Just crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff.
It's time for a little blood.
That's not bad, but it has to wait, unfortunately. Let me guess, you're going to make a Stampeding Kodo now on me, aren't you?
The blade be thirsty.
Weathering the storm here. I still don't think it's good enough. I'm just at too low life and he's drawing like loads of cards.
I'll put it on your
Did you not want to attack for 3 first, maybe? Wow, everyone keeps forgetting to do that, don't they? What is this attacking?
Let the pain speak to me.
So he has a mind control tech in his hand.
I strike.
Like,
The gates are open.
that's the important thing to remember. Never have 4 minions, because you're giving him 1 if you do. We can always throw the Blood Imp away. Yeah, not maybe life tap first before you do that. I think the Blood Imp attacking the 2-1's probably fine if he doesn't suicide it himself.
So many possibilities.
And if he blows it up to deal damage to all of my guys, that would also be awesome.
You call that a win? Almost out of time.
Walk is pretty good. Do we just throw these two at that and play the Sunwalker? We just play the Sunwalker and beat him up.
Truth is my shield.
As long as there's no silence, we are golden. Silence is not golden in this case.
I'll get right on it.
It's time for a little blood.
My shield for Argus.
You know what? You're not the only person who can do that. Yeah, well, I thought he'd return the mind control deck to his hand. Turns out it died. That shows how much attention I'm paying, doesn't it? 4, 6, and 5, 7. Don't mind if I do.
My shield for Argus.
Justice shall prevail.
Get behind me.
Go. Putting you on 1 life.
It's time for a little blood.
Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse
Yeah. Value. Me with my no cards in hand.
Justice shall prevail.
To the breach.
I'll take yours and the little guy.
Go. No idea at all how I got back into this game. You're all going to say it was the Blood Imp, aren't you? I still would rather have had that ogre. Let me tell you. Yep, nothing you can do. My guys were just bigger. You kept hitting yourself. You can't attack me. You see these guys taunt, you have to attack them. You know, he's like, I want to attack you before I concede. I want to do you damage. Everyone always do that. I attack you, concede, so you can't kill me. Haha.
Sorry. Thank you.
So, you're squelched. Since you're just, I'm gonna go get myself a drink while we wait for him to concede. Cool story, bro. Six wins! Almost made it to the magic holy land of 7 wins. After this awful rough start and just some really close games that I thought I was going to get crushed in. We've had, you know, quite a few mistakes from the opponents. Like a couple of my own mistakes as well. but it just takes the biscuit that I mind control tech and get a 1/1.
Your soul shall be mine.
Yet another warlock, and we're going second. We're just in Banesville here, aren't we? If he makes an imp turn 1, of course he makes an imp. Like, everyone always makes an imp on me.
Do you need a blessing?
The thing is, I've made a card now that maybe he has to kill. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, we are screwed. We're straight up screwed. Like, there is nothing we can do here. It's like he makes an imp, and he just wins afterwards.
What now?
It's like, yeah, everything from this point onwards, 2-for-1s me.
More training?
So we're just going to have to make charge after charge after charge, and just attack him. Like, there's no other way for us to win here against these blood imps.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
Just keep charging. And hopefully draw a weapon. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not have another one? Where's that mind control tech when you want it?
For the war chief. For Hell's Queen.
Like, I know I've lost this one.
Do I have to?
Okay. Just has the answer for everything, doesn't he? And the worst thing about all of this is that these are like commons as well. So he shouldn't really get more than 2 of any common generally.
The gates are open.
And of course we don't get the mind control tech to give ourselves the slightest of slight chances to get back into the game. Yeah, of course you got yet another Soulfire. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, like, why wouldn't you have absolutely everything? I mean, look how useless these cards are, really. Just absolutely awful. It's like, it's pure skill making 3 blood imps. So that kind of sums up this video anyway. A decent enough deck, but not a broken deck. So, you know, we lose to all the broken decks. Like, I'm not even sure why he's even thinking about this game at all. You know, like, what is there to think about? I have all these crap cards. Like, just completely ineffective against a blood imp. It's just like an auto lose to a blood imp. Like, no, that wasn't well played. There was no well played in that at all. It was zero skill in that game. Like, there's zero skill in getting an arena and going, oh, that's a blood imp, I'll take it. And then go, oh, that's a blood imp, I'll take it. Oh, that's a blood imp, I'll take it. And tell you what, I'll get all 3 of them in my first 4 cards, my first, like, by turn 4. And then I'll just draw everything else afterwards. No skill in that at all. So, it's impossible to beat people like that. With Warrior, like, you have to get super lucky, or you have to draft really bad cards like Cleave, which you can't do that. You can't take cards like Cleave, hoping that your opponent's going to play a lot of 1/1s and 2/2s. It's not really how it works. You have to take the cards that are good in general against everyone, you know, and when your opponent makes like he's got like a 3/6 Fen Creeper and 4/5 Chillwind Yeti out, and you've got your Cleave going, really wish this was a nice big fat minion. Anyway guys, 6 and 3, I'm happy enough with that as a result, given the decks we lost to were impossible to beat. And maybe we should have lost maybe at least one more of those games, but due to our opponents making some pretty bad play mistakes. Like, the deck itself, again, what it was missing was like Dark Iron Dwarves and Chillwind Yetis, and Shattered Sun Clerics, and more weapons, like no Fiery War Axes. There's probably a few other things as well that Warrior does pretty well. It escapes me off the top of my head what else it could have done to maybe have been better. But, you know, that's the randomness of Arena. You have to build a good deck as best you can, and you have to accept that there will be times where you just lose to the other guy. It's like, you just go, okay, if my opponent's got a Flame Strike here, I just lose to them, but you can't, sometimes you can't play around cards, and so it's better to just go for it in situations like that. And like in that situation against the Warlock, it's like everything he did 2-for-1s me, because I have to run 2 of my guys into each guy that he makes. So the only thing I can do there is just play all my charge guys, attack him, hope to draw my Arcanite Reaper to hit him for another 10, and then hope for my Argent Commander after that to hit him for another 4 to be able to kill him. Like, that's literally the only thing I can do there, and I didn't do it. But I think that was my only way of winning. You're welcome to you're welcome to post your own opinions about whether I should have like thrown 5 of my guys to kill 2 of his, but I'm pretty certain you'd come to the same conclusion as me. Anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out. Sorry I didn't get to 7 wins, but there was no chance that was going to happen with those decks, and until next time, ta-da.